Okay, as the first video, we're going to set up an Eclipse project using the dyn4j library. dyn4j is a two-dimensional rigid body physics library that can be used in games and other applications. This video we're going to set up an Eclipse project. You can set up a project in NetBeans or any other IDE, Java IDE, but today we're going to use Eclipse. If you don't have Eclipse installed, you can download it from eclipse.org, and I've downloaded the Java developer version. Alright, so let's get started. The first step is to create a new project in Eclipse. So I'm going to go to File, New, Java Project. I'm going to name it Sample. And the only requirement that dyn4j has is that you use Java 6 or higher. So I'm just going to use an execution environment of 6. Finish. Okay, so we have our sample project created. The next step is to add the dyn4j jar, the library, to the project so we can have access to all the classes. So we'll go out to dyn4j.org and go to download, and we'll download the latest jar file. I've already done this. I have it on my desktop here. So I'm just going to copy it into the project. Now, the dyn4j jar is in the project, but we still don't have access to the classes till we add it to the class path. Eclipse calls this the build path. So to do that, we're going to right click on the jar, go to build path, and click add to build path. That'll give us access to all the classes in the Dynamics for Java library. So now what we need to do is we need to create a package for our class file to run in. So I'm just going to do a simple package name. It can really be anything. Alright, the next step is to add a class to create a sample application. The best way to do this is to go out to dyn4j and download one of the example applications that I've already created. So we're going to do that. On the Google Code project page where we did the download, you can go to the Source tab, click the Browse button, and browse the trunk. You'll see an examples directory. Under here, you expand all the way, we'll find two examples. First one is an example that uses Java 2D as the rendering engine, and the other uses OpenGL. Today we're just going to use the Java 2D since it's packaged with the Java runtime and there's no other libraries required. So we're going to click on this. Then on the right hand side over here you should either see this hide details or show details. And when you show the details, you'll see a view raw file here. This shows the file that we're going to use as our first sample application. You can right click on here and say save as to save the file as a Java file. I've already done this and I have it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it into the project, into my package. Okay, now we have a compile time error because of the package name. So we're going to change the package name. Okay. Now that the package name is changed, the project compiles. To run the project, you just come up here to run, and click the drop down, and we can say run as Java application. Now this is going to run on my second screen, so I'm going to drag it over so that you can see it. Okay, so that's our sample application. You can go through this example. This is a minimal example. Simply shows you how to render all the different types of objects in the library. Shows you how to set up Java 2D to do the rendering and other good stuff. So this is a good starting point if you want to find out how to use the library.